Hey guys, it's Main here. That was a good clap. I haven't had a good clap in a while. Hey guys, it's Main here, back again with another IE review. This time we have another person that won a Marbles race. This is the fourth, if I'm not mistaken, person to win IE review. We're going to need one more after this. They already won the review, so we're going to do that. That video will come out at a later date, obviously. So anyways, we have Holy00 as his first character name in Twitch. You see him as Toto XD. Anyways, he needs some help in World 6. Generally, just like general advice, looks like he is one character on League Spirits, currently working on Lava Skulls in the earlier worlds. So let's see how we can give him some advice to think about what to focus on for his account, and see how we can progress from here. So let's get straight into it. Let's look at all of his characters. He's got 2 Blood Berserkers, he's got a Bubo, 1 Siegebreaker, 2 DKs, 2 ES, Beastmaster, V-Man. Okay, good typical setup. I'm rocking the 2 Blood Berserker. If you guys don't know the current meta, I would not recommend 2 Blood Berserkers. Previously, this was the case where 2 Blood Berserkers is better, personally because I think it's still good and viable simply because of the Atom generation you can do late game with 2 Blood Berserkers over 2 Siegebreakers. But getting 2 Fly Prints, you know, the hourly claim, or like the 2-minute claims you can do from bars, I think the capacity that 2 Siegebreakers has over a 2 Blood Berserker account is better. But not with that being said, I think you can still get a lot from your account if you have 2 Blood Berserkers, so don't worry if you're like me in that same pool. Not a bad composition at all. Anyways, looking at his tools, looks like he's at least in Void. He's got some characters in Luster, so he's starting that grind. I wonder if salts are a problem. They look relatively balanced. I don't see a major issue or anything here, so you're doing pretty good refinery-wise. He did say he doesn't have dupe, so there'll be some things to consider where he does have to finagle with the Divinity gods a lot more than dupe characters. So right now he has most characters linked to Arctis, which give him minimum talent levels. He got 1 character linked to Permeep, which is perfect. It gives you a bunch of sailing speed and plant growth speed in gaming, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Boat sailing and plant gaming, perfect. If you don't know, if you do have Doot, you do need at least 1 character linked to Permeep to get that bonus. So if you have Doot, make sure you have 1 character linked to him. That way you get the boat sailing and the plant gaming growth speed. That's the only god that has that little perk. But he does have it on his account. Does not have Doot on his account, so he has 1 character still linked to it, just so he can get that bonus. It's only individual, unique bonus to 1 character. Anyways, Doot gaming aside, Divinity aside, let's go through the account kind of one by one, through the worlds and look. I want to look at Rift specifically. Rift has some good stuff I tend to neglect in most videos, but you're actually progressing very nicely here. I did mention this in one of the previous IE reviews I did yesterday, for stream it was yesterday, for you guys on YouTube it's probably like a week or so, but you can get cooking to level 500 relatively easily. Since you don't have Doot, obviously it's going to be a little bit harder, but if you are able to link characters to... not Omnifowl, Flutterbiss. Flutterbiss gives you Divinity Pearls at characters above level 50, and you could do that. If you have Rift Kilroy Prime, there is another... No. Take that back. There's an Equinox thing for Kilroy, Shades of K. You do have this unlocked, where when you do Kilroy, you can get pearls, which include Divinity Pearls, so you can start stacking them that way slowly every single week. Over time, you'll get enough to be able to level up Rift Skill Mastery for cooking specifically. The reason you want 500 is because that unlocks the all skill efficiency, which will help you with your prints. Obviously, it's just a nice thing. 750 is practically impossible, as is 1000, so 500 is a good mark where you get 500 in all characters. Anyways, going on to stamps, his stamp levels are actually really, really good. For someone that's just at League Spirits, you're not doing too bad. 7,900, I think I gave a 75 to 10,000 mark for someone earlier in the review yesterday. So you're hovering around the range where you should be for your account. You do have a Gilded Stamp at Atom discount to use right now. Maybe some things for you to focus on or try to upgrade if you can would be Multi-Tool Stamp. Try to get some more dust motes. Use your Atom cost reduction where you can. Try to use it smartly. If you have the resource capacity, like the carrying capacity, to upgrade Multi-Tool Stamp as raw as you can, go ahead and upgrade that. If you're struggling for carry capacity, you can eke out a little bit more with the Rucksack Prayer. This gives you a ton of carrying capacity. Also, if you have the Star Sign Doubler, there are carrying capacity star signs as well. You can double to get more carrying capacity. Oops, this one gives you 30%. I have no idea what I just unclicked. I think it was drop rate. Anyways, Cache problem. Okay, yeah. We'll talk about how you can fix cache, since that could be something you could focus on right now. Actually, I maybe recommend doing that, but let's get to that in a second. But if you're running low on cache because the stamps are... one thing you can do is probably just Gmush farming or focusing on Alchemy a little bit more. I will talk about Alchemy. This is something you should be focusing on right now, specifically skilling. But don't forget that Nickel of Wisdom, Dollar of Agility, Penny of Strength, these are multipliers to cash gain. So you can do that on like active Bubo, gives you a ton of money. DK is going to be a little bit hard to compete right now because your orb level is kind of low. You probably can't farm all that reasonably well on some of the mobs with DK in the world. So don't really money farm on DK now. Do your money farming on Bubo. That's what I recommend. I'll look at Anvil real quick. Anvil, you got your points. Good. Overall, the bubbles are looking pretty well. My one thing you should be focusing on is Hocus Chopus. You have enough Anvil points to try to upgrade this, so spend every single character trying to produce Hocus Chopus to get more nail production to get this to a point where you can adamant. Getting this up, as we mentioned, I think in another review, we did do some like napkin math to show this actually gives you close to like 500% chopping efficiency at a lower level than what it is right now for you. So you can probably get like insanely higher chopping efficiency by getting this to a point where you can adamant, spend your atoms on this, get a lot more chopping efficiency, and you can increase your 3D prints. The reason I say logs, specifically mages, is because you have 2 ESs. 2 ESs, or their elemental sorcerer in general, has a perk with polytheism where you can link to 2 gods. So if you level this to level 3, 13, 23, 33, so on and so forth, you can link to Harry up as the second link, and then you have link to Arctis, which means that character has active in lab the 2 times printer output. So 2 times 3 equals 6, so you'll be able to 6x your printer output by linking your ES to Harry up and to Arctis at the same time to get that printer output. Good. Anyways, that'll increase your log prints by 6x. Logs also have really low efficiency caps for being able to get high prints on them. So I imagine your prints are probably the highest in logs right now. I hope. Yeah, 133 base, 174 base. Overall, prints are actually not terrible. You can probably eke out a lot more by focusing on Alchemy a bit more. You can actually Atom Mage's Best, which is one of the better ones to Atom. You have a decent amount of Atom stockpile right now, so maybe spend some atoms here and there on Mage's Best. Librarian Tool is also not a bad one to spend your atoms on. Severe Purple is a fantastic one to do. You're almost there. And Tree Sleeper, this gives you AFK gain. All of those bubbles are what you should be focusing on. Probably the easiest, cheapest one you can do right now is Mage's Best. Try to get this to about like 75 or 80%. Also, I thought I pulled up your toolbox because you did provide that to me. I did not. Okay, but here's your toolbox. You provided me both. So let me look at this real quick. If you go to the bubbles right here, you can actually set this to 75%. Oh, you're actually at there. 80% probably for you. So get another 36 levels of Mage's Best here. Try to get Hocus Chopus up to keep it on par. Because don't forget, Mage's Best does scale Hocus Chopus. So once you get this to a point where you can Adamant, start Adaming it, you'll get a ton of increased efficiency for it. I feel like 59 is incorrect. I don't know what the 59% in the parentheses is referencing, but it's not going to give you 59% chopping efficiency per power 10 max MP. It's probably going to give you close to like 40, 43 or something like that. So it'll be really good. You'll massively increase your chopping efficiency, which will give you a ton of logs for more atom generation. And as always, the reason I recommend getting higher logs and focusing on mages specifically, not only because of the small efficiency cap to produce high oak logs, but the main reason I do that is because of Boron. So Boron has a perk. Boron's like the best thing in Atom Collider to focus on because it gives you atom upgrades in Alchemy, which lets you upgrade things for free in Alchemy pretty much every single day. In fact, I still have to do it. I have level 30 because of the super bit. Again, I won't talk about that for you because it's way out of reach, but you can upgrade specific bubbles for free every single day. I'm not costing any resources, just atoms, which I have enough to generate. Yeah. Anyways, really good. Helps you skyrocket your account. It's only level 7, and I think you have enough atoms to spend all your atoms in Alchemy right now. So spend all your atoms in Mage's Best. Go back, upgrade Boron. You'll get 16 more levels. I do have a video on my YouTube account that details the little trick you can do with Boron, with Atom Collider. and you can really skyrocket your alchemy progress from there. So go look at that video, and I'd also recommend looking at the early to mid World 6 guide talking about leaks, the leak lock specifically, and I do go in depth about the bubbles you need to focus on, specifically for skilling. Skilling is immensely important, and it gives you a ton of bonus for your account. Going forward, focusing on skilling now will set you up for success as you get to Skydoggy Spirits and try to focus on damage a bit more. The more you focus on atoms and atom generation and skilling, the better prints you'll get. You'll start being able to spend your atoms on damage bubbles. So things like Name I Guess, Quick Slap, Big Meaty Claws, Mage's Best, Warrior's Rule, Archer or Bust, Severe Purple, Molt Orange, Prema Green, and then, you know, if you are able to get Kill per Kill or Mr. Massacre up to atomable range, those would be good too, but obviously it's kind of hard. But Power, Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3 are your big damage increases there. So that'll be your next focus as you push past Leak Spirits, but right now your big focus is just skilling. Trying to get your skilling up, getting better tools, getting better equipment, upgrading these bubbles to a point where you can atom them, and trying to atom them to like an 80% capacity would be a good mark for you to try to do. Anyways, onto Vials. Your Vials are actually looking fantastic for someone that's at this stage of World 6. You have a lot of the early easy bubbles at level 13. Hell, you even have some of the World 5 skilling bubbles up to 13. So you're getting decent bonuses. If you have the Rift bonus for Vial Mastery, which you do, you are getting even more bonus from this. So keep up the grind here. You're doing things great. I see you have Monster Materials almost there at 13, which I hope you're doing your V-Man prints on, which it looks like you are. So you're getting there. You're progressing nicely in Vials. I don't have really any advice here. You're doing things fantastically. Nothing to focus on. Sigils, I do want to mention, I wouldn't focus on... Actually, do focus on sigils. You're good to go. Don't worry about what I said. We looked at that. That's good. This is good. I don't have any complaints here. Death Note, you said you're getting lava skulls and some of the mobs in World 3. You're almost there with blood bones. I'd recommend after you're done with blood bones, just stop doing that and start getting Gmush kills. Every 1 million Gmush kills that you get will give you more money. So you said you're struggling with money. Gmush is something you can probably farm right now. Since you have lava skulls and everything in World 1 already, you can try to get... Honestly, if you spend most of your time at Gmush and try to get this to 1 billion kills, you're going to have a ton of money. You're going to be like overflowing, and you'll be able to upgrade stamps kind of here and there, kind of passively in the background. Additionally, 1 billion also gives you Eclipse Skulls, which gives you a 5% damage multi, and it gives you more multi-kill per tier in World 1, so you can go back to that grind later in the game, but right now, if you need money, this is something you can probably do. Yep, doing good here. I take a little swig of water. Towers are progressing nicely. You're leveling Poisonic evenly here, and you got Kraken. The one big thing about World 3 is obviously Slow Roast Wiz, which you have unlocked. Let me look at your worship, your tower levels. Here we go. 130, 110, 100, 110, 110, 70, and 0. You just hit leaks, so you could try this battle on whoever you got there with. Doesn't matter who it is, just so long as you get there. You know, if you are able to eke out like 10, 20, 30 waves in here, that's going to give you more cooking speed, more damage, more sailing speed, more bits, all this fun stuff, which you kind of need to progress anyways. So get a few levels into Breezy Battle, just to give you a little extra bonus here. You could get like another 3% damage. Obviously is not that huge, but in the grand scheme of things, think of this as like a base, a foundation for how your other multipliers scale. So 3% damage, yes, numerically it is low, but in actuality it's probably closer to like 6, 9, 12, probably like 100% damage is probable with how much damage bonus the game has right now. So it's not nothing to scoff at. I mean, getting 30 extra waves in tower defense actually does give you a little bit more damage. You have skulls, was this Luciferian on most characters, so you're doing great here. You have the highest level in V-Man. I don't have anything to complain about here. You're fantastic. Doing a great job. Meals look like they're progressing nicely here. You have at least everything that you can and have it unlocked at level 11 and level 30. Good. I want to see if you even have this Atom Collider. No, not yet. I mean, you do have fluoride. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. You have at least one in oxygen. Good. You have carbon a little bit. So, yeah. I think right now, Atom Collider, I think the only thing you should be focusing on is Boron. Boron, just 100%. Boron is love, Boron is life. That's what you need to be focusing on right now. Lab, you have the nodes here. You have everyone at least level 75. You're doing good. What's your overall level for lab, actually? So you're about like 400 or 500 off from the 1400, which is one of the new jewels you can get from Jade Emporium, which obviously doesn't impact you right now, but it is a decent bonus when you do unlock it and get there. And we talked a little bit about this, but I don't think you need, you don't obviously don't need to be on the lab or divinity grind, but on the horizon, as you get to unlocking that Jade Emporium increase, you know, those jewels that you get, you may want to consider relinking your characters to Gohra and sticking them back in Divinity, or sorry, in Lab, to start leveling up both Divinity and Lab at the same time to get the 1400. I wouldn't try to push to 2100 right now. You have other things to worry about, but when you get there in Jade Emporium, 1400 is a good thing to try to aim for. I honestly don't remember what it gives you. Higher effects from active bonuses and jewels, so that will help you with damage. It'll help you with money percent. It'll help you with, I think even impacts artifact find chance and vial and stamps and that stuff. But also the slab sovereignty. More slab bonus is always good because slab increases your sailing speed, increases your damage. I can't remember anything else that slab does, but damage is the most important one for you. And sailing, where are you at right now? So you have Eldritch Artifacts. Looks like you have actually you have Sovereign. Okay. Okay. And you have boats on Frosty. Okay. So you're going for the efficiency and sigils, which isn't bad. I don't have any complaints about that. I would argue instead of doing Frost Relic or Chilled Yarn, maybe go for Fury Relic. The 75 talent... 75? 100? Yeah, the 100 talent levels you get from Sovereign is insane, rather than 25 extra on top of Eldritch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But getting that to Sovereign first is honestly really good. This and Frost Relic have similar drop rates. You may see that the chest itself has a higher drop rate for the Frost Island, but that's because it's combining the two from Frost Relic and Chilled Yarn. So you have actually the same drop rate for Fury Relic as you do either one of these. So just go for Fury Relic. The 25 max talent is actually going to help you with everything. I mean, you can get some like really insane damage bonus from Gilded Sword if you're trying to look for that. But skilling efficiency, log on logs, deforesting all doubt, untwisted robes, active AFKer, skill whiz, symbols of beyond, all that stuff is incredibly important to get up. So I'd recommend trying to get your talent levels up first as opposed to Frost Relic. You can get way more efficiency from talent levels than you can Frost Relic. When you do have enough sailing speed to get here, these 4 lanterns are insanely powerful. As you can imagine, getting more winter bonuses from summoning is insanely good. Even if your characters are taking like 3-4 hours on the boat to get here, I would 100% recommend sticking all your boats on here. Because once you have these unlocked, splitting the bonuses you get from Onyx Statues, Shimmer, and Summoning, as well as the extra damage you get for the atom particles you get, all 4 of these are insanely strong for your account. Don't neglect these. I mean, you can get a ton of damage, a ton of artifact find chance, AFK gain, skilling efficiency, construction build rate. Shimmer gives you a bunch of skill efficiency or base stats. Onyx Statues give defense, damage, sailing speed, divinity EXP, lab EXP, cooking EXP or whatever it is, I don't know, breeding EXP, money percent. I mean, this would solve a lot of problems if you do unlock these lanterns, which I think you're approaching the point when I looked at your sneak. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're approaching the point where you can almost get these artifacts, so this may be something you can focus on soon. I don't really have much advice for sneaking. I mean, I would just upgrade things as they come. The only thing I wouldn't really focus on upgrading is Star Sweeping. Similar to Boron, if you spend all your revives, you can upgrade this by 1 and it'll reset the revives to like 10. So you can kind of min-max reviving your characters if that's a problem for you by just not upgrading, then upgrading when you need it. But just focus on upgrading things as you get them. Base stealth, currency conduit, charms, nunchaku grip, all that stuff is really important. I don't know what your character setup looks like, but it should be similar to this, where you have Rosary Veil, and then having a few characters on Lotus Flowers to kind of boost up the stealth for your other characters. And you have at least 1 Pristine Charm. Good job. Beanstalk's looking good. You have at least 10,000 of the Golden Hamster Gummies. On that vein, don't really look at your characters, but you are doing a good job of splitting your golden food. I think you're active on this character, so I'll forgive you for not having Golden Hamsters on him, but your sneaking setup is not like that. I would recommend doing this as soon as you can. The reason you do... What floor are you on? Is that why you're not doing it, or do you just not know about that? But you have black belts, which means you have access to veils and rosaries. So, let me show you. Let's, we'll just look at this real quick. So, you see my stealth right here. Obviously, I have a lot of different bonuses that you don't have, but 32 trillion is where my stealth is at. I'm on this character here, Main Magic Boy. So let me equip... So they look like they give the same bonus, which is a multiplier to total stealth, right? With Veil being lower. If I equip 2 rosaries, you would think that I'd get like way more than 32 trillion stealth, but I actually don't. I lose like all my stealth. The reason is because these are 2 separate multipliers that multiply with each other. So stacking Rosary and Veil massively increase your stealth as opposed to equipping 2 of either one. If you equip 2, they add together the stealth multiplier. If you do 2 separate ones, they multiply with each other. So if you are struggling with sneaking or struggling with stealth-wise, I would equip 1 and 1. Don't do 2. Don't do 2 on one character. Do 1 and 1. 1 Veil, 1 Rosary. It'll massively increase your stealth bonus, so you can push the higher floors if you aren't there already. Anyways, and these as well, I'd recommend really only having like 2 or 3 characters dedicated to Lotus Flower. Or 3 characters is ideal, having 3 characters dedicated to Lotus Flowers to try, and this also multiplies the other character's stealth. So if I start taking these away, my stealth will also decrease. I don't want to do that because I don't have to reset them up. But these multiply the stealth bonuses of the other multipliers that are in the game. So having 3 mules, so to speak, at like kind of just not doing anything and having like 100% stealth actually gives you more jade gain and more progression, and really increases your stealth capabilities for pushing. So yeah, doing like 6 Lotus Flowers on 3 characters and then Rosary Veil on everyone else actually helps you a lot. Anyways, summoning, you were doing good here. Looks like you're at red, you probably have Sparky. Lotus and beads, don't do that. Do beads and Veil. And then 3 characters have double Lotus. You're doing good. I mean, you have red unlocked for summoning. What I would recommend, you probably know this, but Sparky is broken. It's listed in last quest, so don't rush summoning. Try to finish it if you can. So finish that quest line first, then you can just go straight finish summoning. Because Sparky really doesn't care about what damage you have. The pushback it provides is insane. You can finish summoning relatively easily just by trying to force reroll a combo of like Sparky and Bloomies for mana regen. You can easily push summoning and finish it within like a few days if you're lucky enough with the rerolls. But if you are able to finish the next one for red, it gives you a multiplier to skill efficiency. So this is a really, 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 really important one for you right now, since scaling efficiency is something you need. And then blue, obviously, the Little Plump and Dope Bops, these give you skill efficiency as well. So these 2 right here are your 2 most important battles to try to finish. And farming. Okay, so you are doing pretty much 1 crop across the board on your characters. Stronger Vines, 80%. You don't have Product Doubler yet. When you do unlock product doubler, you really want to try to get this to 70%, or like 40 to 60% is the goal. That way you can, it'll help you progress farming a lot faster. Nutritious soil, I think 30% is roughly where you should be, so you're not doing too bad here. As with the video yesterday, I do want to mention in the Discord, if you type Control F, then type in farming inside the tips and tricks. I think Quickster posted this, but this is from Griffey's Discord and Tricks Bunny as well helped create this. But this is generally what you should aim for, the bonuses for the first kind of grind on your day market, which is try to get stronger vines and product W to 50 to 70, and then your speed right here to about 40%. This will help you speed through farming to try to unlock the rest of the crops. It's slow to start. Farming is slow to start, but it provides like really, really good stuff. It gives you multiplier to meal cooking speed, gives you more jade gain, more cash, more pet rates, also pretty insane, which multiplies this on the summoning things. Gaming Evo is the biggest thing to come out of here because you can finish gaming if you have high enough snail and nugget, but this allows us to complete gaming a lot faster than we could before. So farming is insane. And last thing I want to look at, not Zows or Chows, I want to look at Constellations. I want to see if you've done most of what you can. And you're doing good. I don't think you can complete these two. Almost there. You have one character you completed on. Almost two characters. So you can almost unlock some of the constellations, at least one constellation for extra star points to unlock. The sooner you can get to the Seraph star sign right here, the better, because it'll give you a massive increase to the bonuses that star signs provide you. So once you unlock this, you'll get like really good bonuses for like OG chance, more drop rarity, more jade gain or ninja stealth, whatever you need. You do have Seraph. Okay, so yeah, I mean it's just unlocking a few of the things here and there, and then obviously getting these shiny pets for breeding to get you more infinite star signs. Do you not have it? Hold on. Wait, but okay, so you have infinite, but you don't have, what? That is a whoopsie. So you don't have any infinite star signs, is what I gather. You may have like 2, but you need to get your shiny pets in here, like, to get your infinite star signs. You're not going to have them without upgrading these shiny pets, so just stick them in Fence Yard. The squirrel, the pig, the goblin, bot box, infinite. Yeah, that's definitely something to work on. That's pretty passive, so it's not a big whoopsie, but you are missing like passively like mining efficiency chopping, AFK gains, class EXP, fighting AFK gains, more damage on all your characters. So, and with Seraph star signs, it also gets buffed, so you have even more of that stuff, and you have like gold food effect and that kind of stuff to worry about. So you can actually get some very decent stuff from having passive star signs. If you have a star sign doubler, it'll double that if you equip it. You have to equip it is the thing of the double star sign to get you like 30% artifact find chance multi, for example, or 30% cooking speed multi. So do the star signs. I'd focus on that right now, and that's probably something you can get a lot from right now. Okay, I think I've covered a lot. I didn't talk about your gear specifically, but I mean, you're not doing bad. I'd try to get your characters up to troll gear if you can. Some of your characters have troll gear, which is good. And for rings, I'd try to get everyone into Emperor Opals and then have a set of serrated Rex rings for the efficiency. Okay, you're salt locked. That's what I suspect. So if you, yeah, that's going to be your next goal, to try to push into troll gear. If you want to, with Divinity, you can try to get some characters linked to Omnifal. Just honestly, if you want to have one ES linked to... Okay, for you, skilling efficiency, utmost priority, right? What you can do, instead of having two ESs linked to Harry Up and Arctis, you could have one ES linked to Harry Up and Arctis, the other one linked to either Arctis or Harry Up, and then the Polytheism linked to Omnifal. That way you can get a chance of claiming refinery gains to help push refinery a little bit. So, got Rumble the other day. Is that one for speed? This one? No. Money? I'm assuming you're talking about this one? No. Sapphire. Orange one. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Well. Gives you the damage multi. The one thing that sucks is you don't have the Sapphire Rhinestone. And... I suppose the Pyromite also. You can link to 2 to Omnifal after... Okay, cool. So yeah, with the link range, you can probably link some characters to Omnifal to get your refinery procs to help you push your salt generation and to push your salts higher, obviously. So that could be something you want to work on. But in the meantime, you could link one ES to Omnifal through Polytheism if you don't have a reset. That way you can start getting or trying to get refinery. Also, don't forget that your DK skills are active if you haven't used them already, so you can try to get refinery that way. All of that being said, I do want to look at one last thing, which is your overall talent levels. Your ES specifically. Your ESs specifically. Okay, not bad. Upgrading the important ones. This character, Holy 1001, doesn't have Untwisted Robes to a high level. But you do have Skill Wiz. Symbols of Beyond is good. Oh, Sierra. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you're on 2. What is 2? Nova 6. Oh, right, because you're getting kills. Okay. So, I mean, you seem to be aware of Polytheism. So, yeah, I mean, book checkout speed is going to be slow, naturally. Because... Well, you have Construct Mastery. Oh, no, this doesn't do book checkout. There is a stamp for it. This one's fairly easy to level, I think. You just don't have any carry capacity right now. So yeah, don't forget Infinite Star Sands will help you with carry capacity. And don't forget the prayer for Rucksack for carry capacity as well to help you out to upgrade this. This will give you some talent checkout speed as well. What other sources are there that you can easily get of checkout speed? Alchemy, for one. This one right here. Actually, this is fairly easy for you to get, and it's low enough level where upgrading this would actually give you a decent bonus. So if you haven't reprinted recently, I'd recommend reprinting just to get you a higher level of Wispy Lumber to upgrade this just a little bit more, to give you more book checkout speed. This is kind of good. It has a cap, and it's not really that good later, but getting a little bit extra book checkout speed is actually really, really good for you. So maybe think about trying to get some of the wispy lumber, upgrade this manually with like bargain tags and stuff. I wouldn't spend atoms on this. I think you have more than enough reason to spend atoms on skilling bubbles specifically. I think that's your big focus right now, but talent levels would also increase your efficiency cap or getting more prints. So yeah, I'd recommend, above all, skilling efficiency and higher prints are your big goal right now, and upgrading boron where you can. Once your boron's like level 18, 19, 20, you can start transitioning to splitting your atoms between efficiency and damage to help you push past leak spirits and to eventually get to Skydoggy to push past that lock as well. So I think this is a good stopping point. I think you have a lot to think about. I think, as always, with anyone who's early to mid-World 6, your big focus is skilling efficiency and Atom Collider, getting enough Atom generation to support, eventually focusing on damage, because some of the bubble costs later are really expensive, and you can't really justify the Atom cost if you don't have high enough Atom generation. So the goal is to get higher skill efficiency, get higher prints, get higher Atom generation, and you'll be able to support like Power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3 using your atoms on that, or some of the later World 6 things as well. So, as always, any questions, any clarifications, reach out in the Discord or on stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, YouTube.